this morning and welcome to I gotta imagine Tennessee fans are just ticked off edition of the OHIO podcast. Do us a big favor, everybody, and smash that like button this morning. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, ring the bell, get notified so you don't miss an episode whenever we go live. And please make a comment down in the comment section below. We're going to be reading a bunch of comments this morning. And I'm sure you're going to want to respond to some of those comments as well as my takes because when I do these videos, I usually ruffle feathers. It's kind of my thing. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen with you this morning. This comes from a Facebook post on college football diehards. On3 reported, this was as of yesterday, On3 reporting that Nico Amaleven, that's how I'm going to pronounce his name now, Nico Amaleven, reps wanted to see his NIL deal up to the $4 million range before the winter portal closed. According to ESPN, this was On3 reporting that. And of course, Ohio State had to chime in after the way Tennessee fans tried to clown us and troll us going into the college football playoff. Ohio State fans have a long memory with those things. Bucks Birds replies, Ohio State broke Tennessee. Well, before I read any comments, let me say this about breaking programs. I think it's one of the dumbest sayings. I'm old school. I'm an old fart, get off my lawn type guy now, traditional dude. A lot of these sayings, goat, like greatest of all time, such a dumb argument. You have to take eras into account. I'm sorry, you just do. But saying you broke a program is, to me, kind of ridiculous. Um, and I'll get in, especially with this scenario, because I'll get into that. But let's get into the comments. Let me get back to it. So my following comment is, and again, I'm just going to read mine first because I had to respond. How do you break someone who's already broken? That's my question here. Like Tennessee's not exactly Alabama here, winning national championships, winning SEC titles, and then they lose to Ohio State. It all falls apart here. Okay, so that was my comment. All right, Bradley Gray. Greed and entitlement is going to be what breaks the NIF. This happens, not OSU. TNIF. I don't even know what that means, and I'm afraid to look it up. Well, greed and entitlement is definitely something that needs to be discussed about in this. I mean, I heard Uncle Lou on his program where he's laughing about all this because he's a Georgia fan, obviously. But Uncle Lou makes a really good point. If you have a scholarship, play football. You signed up to get a free scholarship. You put your name on the dotted line to go to that school to play football, and you received a scholarship. Play. And then we're not even talking about playing football. We're talking about a spring game. Nico's holding out like this is a contract negotiation in the NFL. You're and I understand college football is changing and it's becoming NFL light. I understand that. I don't like it. Again, I'm a traditionalist. I'm an old school guy. I still like bowl games. Okay, that's how old school I am. But dude, yeah, you're 100% right, my man. This is all about greed, uh, and just entitlement. 100% right, Bradley. Matthew says, as much as I loved watching that absolute beatdown, it wasn't us. Must be a Buckeye fan. Greed has done this, not just to Tennessee, but to all of college football. There needs to be restrictions on NIL. 100% agree with you on that, Matthew. Brandon says, I was at the game. Yes, OSU defense front dominated. However, this dude cannot throw the ball accurately at all. There was a fourth down, down to the sideline that was wide open. He overthrows by a mile. Immediately looks for a flag. Dude has heart, but certainly cannot throw. Woo! Brandon bringing some heat there. I wonder if Brandon's a Ohio State fan or not. Kelly, the Buckeyes ran the Tennessee Vols cold bodies through the old wood chipper for sure. That sounds like something a Southern person would say. The old wood chipper. Matt, he's not worth 4 million. Crazy as heck. Yes, I agree. He's not. Yankee Doodle Dandy. Game should have been in Knoxville. Still got it. Let it be known. What? What? Okay. Timeout. No way. Game needs to be. The game should have been in Knox. Why? What did Tennessee do to achieve that? Why did Tennessee deserve to have the home game in that? Because you're from the SEC. What? Ohio State lost 2 games by a total of 4 points, one of which was 1 point on the road to the number one team going into the college football playoff. And the other one was to the rival. And yes, I understand it was a bad loss at home. I get it. We all understand that. But at the end of the day, you have to understand you throw records out of the books when it comes to rival games. Tennessee should know that. But yet somehow this game deserved to be in Knoxville? Dude, the Big Ten was much better than the SEC this year, and listen, you can fight me on that if you want. You're gonna lose that battle. Yankee Doodle Dandy just needs to continue to play his fiddle or his flute in his own little fantasy world because that is not a legit statement at all. Ashley says, let him hit the road. He folded like a cheap tent in a playoff game. Tennessee let him do this and get paid. It will ruin the locker room. Oh, Ashley's a Tennessee fan. Okay, this is what I was hoping to read here in some of these comments. Tennessee fans, a lot of them are upset about the fact that he's doing this to them, and they absolutely should be. And all of college football, in my opinion, should be supporting all of Tennessee fans who are upset at this situation and upset at Nico and his father for how they're handling this situation. It's unprofessional. It's greedy. It's self-serving. And what about his teammates? What about the locker room? What about his commitment? Yes, absolutely, 100%. I back Ashley in this comment. Terry Connor. So this is good for college football, huh? No, it's not good for college football. 100%. This is terrible for college football. Agree with you, Terry. Jason. If this guy wants 4 million, then he needs to go enter the NFL draft. He can't yet, I don't think, right? And if he does, and he's not worth 4 million, then one could argue that he's making a financial decision right now because he's probably not worth 4 million in the NFL, but he's worth 4 million in college football. We'll see. We'll see if anybody pays him. The rumor that Oregon, Ohio State, and Colorado were the 3 schools that were willing to offer him 4 million or more is completely false. There is no way in Haiti that Ohio State is going to offer him 4 million to come into this locker room that they have, coming off a national championship, and disrupt what they're building. No, 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 no. This quarterback competition is between Julian Sane and Lincoln Keenholz, and you're not going to interrupt that competition by bringing in a prima donna. Yeah, I said that, a prima donna, because that's who he is. No, thank you. And by the way, why would you do that and upset Taven St. Clair, the 5-star quarterback who's waiting in the wings after this quarterback competition that you currently have on campus in Columbus, Ohio, at Ohio State? You wouldn't do that. So that is completely false. Wouldn't do that. Now, does he go to Oregon? Do they just throw another person in the competition over there with who they currently have? I doubt it. I think he ends up in Colorado. Maybe he goes out to the West Coast. Maybe he's a UCLA guy. Maybe USC. Um, maybe he needs to go out there to LA. I don't know. That's some of the rumors I've been hearing too. But the initial rumor was Ohio State, Oregon, and Colorado, and I was like, no, that's no way Ohio State is in on that. All right, moving on. Richard says, I hope Tennessee doesn't budge on this selfish brat, and I hope they didn't as well. And they sounds like they did not. They are moving on without him. Good for them. Hats off to Tennessee, and I'll be supporting Tennessee this year. I know things got a little bit more difficult for them, but maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe he was a cancer. He obviously looks like it. Richard says, I hope, sorry, just read that one. Robert, this NIL have got out of hand. This is so darn sad. It is, Robert. Yep. And you know what? This is what my whole stance on the NIL situation. The NCAA has no one to blame for this but themselves. Their ignorance, their blindness, their inability to see what was coming down the pike and trying to get out ahead of this legally and financially has, in a lot of ways, been the downfall of the NCAA. Is they have no one to blame here but themselves. Williams says, "Isn't he already getting 2 million a year? That's insane. They should just let him be." I'm not sure what his current NIL deal is. I'm not a Tennessee fan. However, I will say this: if he's making 2 million, he wants to double that to four. Again, completely selfish. That extra 2 million could be used to bolster your offensive line that was as holy as Swiss cheese against Ohio State in the college football playoff balls. You would think he would understand that, but it's all about the Benjamins to him, apparently. Kevin, imagine demanding a big bag when you had worse stats than Jalen Milroe last year. Nico lost his mind, and his dad is LeVar Ball 2.0. Yes, 100% agree with that, Kevin. LeVar Ball, that's a great. My dad made that same comparison to me last night when I was talking with him on the phone. He goes, "This is LeVar Ball too." And I go, "You're 100% right about that. Absolutely. Good on you, Kevin, for seeing that." Ernest says, Tennessee facing a losing season without him. I don't think so. I think Tennessee's roster is better than that. I think they're better than that. Do they make the college football playoff? Probably not, but I don't think that they're going to be 5-7. Brian Johnson, I've already told him to walk. I'd have already told him to walk, said Brian. Good for you, Brian. Alex, OSU tries so hard to relevant. I'm sorry, Alex. Who just won the college football playoff? Who's been the most winningest program since World War II? Who's had the most consecutive 10-win seasons? I think we're pretty relevant. I think we're pretty relevant. Kelly, ha, go Vols. Why is she laughing? Oh, she's laughing at saying Ohio State broke Tennessee. Got it. She thinks that's funny. And then with the go Vols. So she doesn't agree with that sentiment. I wonder what she feels about Nico leaving her program though. MC. MC says Ohio State backer here. Quit saying stupid crap like a Michigan fan would, making it about us. Yes. He's just a greedy kid, or as a greedy agent or a greedy dad, looking for more money. He couldn't give two craps if he goes 0-12 as long as he's getting paid. Has zero to do with their butt beating. Agree 100% with you, MC Lang. Hats off to you. Thank you, man. Again, some people just troll, man. It's just a troll thing. You're right. It's a very Michigan thing to say. Justin said he's more than welcome to come to OSU and win. No, he's not, Justin. No, he's not. No way, shape, or form. I would come on this platform and I would make a video that would probably get 10,000 views or more, absolutely going off on the fact that Ohio State would bring him in. I would hate the move to my core. I would be so passionate about how this was a terrible move, and I can give you three reasons why right off the bat. Number one, he would disrupt this locker room. He would be a cancer to this locker room. He would hurt the culture that you're building. Number two, he proved he's nowhere near as good of a quarterback as Will Howard was, and I think you're building currently the structure you need in the quarterback competition you have between Lincoln and between Julian to get the type of quarterback you need to win at Ohio State. So he's not even on that level. And number 3, why in the world would you disrupt your quarterback room and the future of your quarterback room when it comes to recruiting by bringing on another transfer portal like this? You do not want that reputation. So no, there's 3 reasons why I do not want him to come to Ohio State. Disagree 100% with you, Justin. Guy says wants as much money as he can get. He knows he's not winning anything. Ah, I mean, where's your competitive spirit, Guy? If you believe in your team and believe in your teammates, as a quarterback, shouldn't you be a leader and say we can do this? I mean, they all believed that they were going to come into Ohio State and win against Buckeyes last year. Why? What would make this year any different? Brian says only thing the Ohio State University broke was his popsicle helmet. They did break his helmet in the game in the shoe last year. Good one, Brian. Oh, let's see. Raimundo says, and he's nowhere close to being worth it. He's using the portal to get more money, 100%. Ron doesn't have a thing to do with Ohio State. Agree, Ron. Scott, the slow death of a once great sport. Boy, Scott, I don't know that we're dying. I don't know the sport's dying. It's evolving, but it's not dying. It very much is still the second most popular sport in all of the world, including I shouldn't say all the world, in the United States. I believe that the television ratings will show you that it's more popular than the NBA. It's more popular than Major League Baseball. It's more popular than NASCAR. So the only thing that's more popular in college football, the NFL. So it's not dying, it's just evolving. But some of us don't like the evolution that it's going through, and I get it. Bill's, is that Belichick? Bill Belichick. Ohio State ain't did a dang thing. Y'all just be saying crap Michigan broke Ohio State and that trash can butt ring. What, dude, Bill? You sour Michigan fan. Oh my gosh. Michigan broke Ohio State, who won a national championship. That's why I think these sayings are so dumb. This team broke that team. It's so dumb. That whole thing is just dumb. Ken says greedy agent and player. He has nothing to do with the mud hole OSU stomped in their butt. Agree. Brian, Vols and their fans are a complete joke. Nah, no, they're not. I know a lot of really good uh, volunteer fans, man. Remember the one who helped raise money for the young kid who has a really tragic illness, and the fans all got together and raised money. So, you know, taking a few sour apples and applying your feelings to an entire fan base is not intelligent. Sorry, Brian. Um, Not intelligent. Gene, paying college athletes has ruined college sports. Again, I don't know that it's ruined college sports. It's evolving. And then we've got, let's see, Gerald. He tripping. He tripping. He not established to make that yet. Needs work, game a little more before that. That whole sentence needs restructured. Let's see. Troy, nah, we have a stud already. Talking about coming to Ohio State. JT Powers, can we cap this? Picture of his broken helmet. Mark, Ohio State knocked Miami off the face of the earth. Fourth Michigan to create the biggest cheating scandal in the history of college football. And now Tennessee can't even pay their players. Ohio State is a program killer. The Miami thing is interesting because if you're going to say that Ohio State um, broke a program, I would say that maybe Miami can be the argument. However, Miami broke Miami. If you look at who the head coach was going in that national championship game, they were already broken, in my opinion. It was just a matter of time. John Shipkoski, they beat the crap out of them and embarrassed them. Chris Mays, Ohio State fans are the most delusional in all of sports. You need to go a little bit further north, Chris. There you will find the most delusional fans in all of sports, just north of Ohio. Adam says it wasn't Ohio State. I'm from Tennessee. The Volunteers are a joke. Um, he's a huge Buckeye fan now. Okay. Um, they were already broken. Too much talk. I agree, Rick. Ryan, no, but they broke his helmet. Yes, Ryan. Rodney said nothing to break but Tennessee hearts. Brent broke his helmet. Yes, yes. There's the picture of Cody Simon breaking his helmet. There's a picture of the broken helmet. Adrian is just done with college sports. He says screw college. Hopefully he got his GED. Mike says Tennessee been broken since that big-headed goon Manning. That's the last time they were relevant, I guess you could say. So there you have it, guys. That is we made it through all the comments. Now, if you want to go in and click on each comment and see the thread in each comment, it's pretty entertaining. But I digress. Tennessee fans, not too happy. Psalm 118:24 is today's verse on this Sunday. It's a sunny Sunday outside, chilly but sunny in a spring morning. It's going to be another nice day here in Ohio. This is the day which the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. And if you're a Tennessee fan and you're still watching this video, thank you. Let me say this. Even though you woke up today and you're bummed out about the whole Nico thing, uh, look, be on the sunny side, man. You're still breathing. The Lord's giving you a good day to be happy. And I would be happier with him not on my team, given that kind of attitude, than with him on my team. Because I'll say this, you weren't going to win with that kind of player leading the charge. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. We appreciate each and every single one of you. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Do you agree with me on the whole teams breaking other teams stupidity? Do you disagree with me on it? What are your thoughts on Nico? I would love to know. If you're a Tennessee fan and you watch this, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Appreciate each and every single one of you. Don't forget, we have our live show tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern. We're going to review Ohio State spring game. We're going to talk about Nico. That's one of the topics we're going to discuss tonight on tonight's live show. So, by all means, we would love to have each and every single one of you with us tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern, right here. Ring the bell, get notified. Don't miss it. Have a great day, everybody. Be kind to one another. I owe someone's OH. Sing Carmen, Ohio with all your heart. Till next time, you all know what to do. Go Bucks.